Hey everyone, welcome to another Monday devotion with Dee. I used to always worry about what people thought of me and would try so hard to live by society's standards. Then I realized that I was created to be different, and regardless of what I did, I would never fit in. So I decided to follow my dreams instead. Join me on this journey as I grow in my faith, go through the ups and downs of pharmacy school, and most importantly, being God's masterpiece. So in this video, I want to talk about breaking up with fear. You know, like when you are so fearful of something, you try to make sure that you do everything in your power to make sure that that thing that you fear doesn't happen. That was me, and I tried so hard to the point that everything that I didn't want to happen actually happened. So I remember before starting my freshman year of college, I was so organized. I did early admission. I did all that. I was on top of my stuff. I was like, yes. Then I was just like, okay, I'm also going to find a roommate so that way I don't have any roommate issues. It's going to be great, amazing. So I found a roommate on Facebook. We actually met up because she didn't live far, and we like walked around the mall. We like talked. I was like, oh my goodness, this girl is perfect. Like, oh my gosh. Then school started, and it didn't work out whatsoever. It was literally in that moment where I was just like, Danine, so you need to stop having fear and you need to solely trust God. And the move was so important because I moved next to my now best friend, and you know, my college freshman year was just so much better after that when I just solely trusted God. And ever since then, I never intentionally sought out a roommate, and I've had amazing roommates since. And I was just like, okay, God, this is seriously you talking to me, telling me to just trust you with everything and you'll take care of it. I think so many of us fear so many things, whether it's the future, or fear that we're going to be single forever, or fear that we're not going to have the career that we desire, or fear all these different things, instead of actually just trusting God. And I can tell you from experience, it is so much easier to just trust God than it is to actually try to plan out your life to avoid the thing that you fear, because the thing that you fear will actually happen if you try to plan out your life for yourself. I just want to encourage you to break up with fear, because it could very well be holding you back from the very blessing that you deserve, from the very thing that God is trying to do in your life. Like, stop stressing over it. Like, I think that's like one of the biggest things that I've learned of really just letting go and breaking up with fear. Like, for real, for real. Like, I was like, fear, bye, skirt, skirt. Like, you do not need to be in my life. And truth be told, I'm not gonna lie that every single day that I wake up, like, I'm just a fearless person and I can stand on top of a mountain. I'm just like absolutely not. Of course there are moments where I am fearful, but I just have to quickly remind myself and remember that God has not given us a spirit of fear. So we really just have to trust and know that He is taking care of us and that He has good things planned for our lives. If you think your plans are perfect, just think of how much more perfect God's plans are. So I think it's so important to really just trust and to know that you do not need to be dating fear. Fear does not need to be in your life, but the second that you break up with it, it's gonna seem scary and confusing, because it's like, oh my gosh, trust me, I was that type of person of OCD, of making sure I had a handle on my life. But when I let go, it was scary, because it's kind of just like falling back in like those trust games and all that stuff. It's scary just falling back. But then you realize, like, whoa, God's hand is right there. The second you let go, God is just like, I got you. You don't even have to worry. For individuals who are so fearful about their life, who are just so scared about what's to come and like all these different things, I don't know what you fear right now, but I just really encourage you to break up with fear. I encourage you to just trust God, and I encourage you to just let go of the things that you are fearful of, because you can probably tell me from your experience that being fearful has never worked out in your favor at all. Or sometimes it may have, but it wasn't as good as it could be if you just let God take full control. Like, think of it as like taking the shortcut and then getting cut short, as opposed to taking the long way and getting through having learned. Okay, I don't know, but it makes sense in my head. just with God, your life is popping. Without God, it's like, eh. So that's pretty much it. I hope that you are encouraged by this video to break up with fear and to really just trust God with everything. Don't just trust God with one portion of your life, because that used to be me. I used to like, okay, God, I trust you with my academics, and he would just make me like soar and be amazing, but I didn't trust him with like my heart. I didn't trust him with love. I didn't trust him with trusting other people. Like all this stuff, I would only pick and choose the areas that I wanted him to have, and then those other areas would just fall apart. But no, you have to wholeheartedly trust him and break up with fear in all of those areas and give it to God. I hope this video encouraged you. Y'all already know the deal. You can comment below or you can email me at behismasterpiece@gmail.com. I hope you all have a great day. Enjoy your Monday. Live it up, because you only get one life to live, so make it count. Love God, love people, be kind, be caring, be loving, and as always, be his masterpiece. Bye, y'all.